Either way, don't worry about it. I think I got rid of it first. Okay. Again, oh, by the way, that's also true. If you didn't already know that. If it's an autoimmune disease, it's way more common in women than men. As a general rule, all autoimmune diseases, there's like one or two, literally, like one or two maybe, that are more common in men, but as a general rule, somebody has an autoimmune disease, it's like 10 to 1 or something, women over men kind of thing. As a general rule, I mean, that varies depending on the autoimmune disease, but there you have it, sorry. Yes, Ellen?
So if you had, it says ablation on here, how,
Yes.
if you had, like I'm thinking like a uterine or fallopian tube ablation, how would that cause hypothyroidism?
Well, if you cut out part of your thyroid,
Well,
we're talking thyroid ablation,
oh,
not
okay.
uterine
Got it.
ablation.
Got it.
Ablation just means excision,
Got it.
cutting out, destroying by radiology, I think, is usually when they use ablation, but, yeah, so obviously, if you had like thyroid cancer or something like that and you cut it out, you're gonna get hypothyroidism. Yes?
Why is it that autoimmune diseases are more common in women?
My theory is that, for whatever reason, women tend to hate their own bodies.
Oh my gosh.
And then their bodies say, okay, you know, I'm turning against you too.
It's psychological.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I don't know why. It just is. There are a lot of theories out there, actually. And I did look that up before. There are a lot of theories out there. I think the general consensus has something to do with having other people's DNA inside of them can cause some kind of reaction sometimes and lead to that. I don't know, they don't really have an answer yet, but I want to say there were 3 or 4 theories out there. I just don't remember all of them right now, but they were okay. But I didn't see one that went, oh yeah, that has to be it. But no rhyme or reason. There are a lot of theories. I don't think anybody can say, yeah, for sure this is why. Definitely true though statistically. Okay. And this is where I was saying, remember PTU or propylthiouracil, because obviously if somebody has hyperthyroidism and they get too much PTU, and what too much is can be, you know, iffy because not everybody reacts to medicine the same way. So it might be a normal dose, but for that person it's too much, and that can kill your thyroid too. But when it comes right down to it, it's easier to supplement thyroid hormone than to have too much thyroid hormone and kill over from that, from hyperthermia and such, or a heart attack. Okay? You're also going to need to point out lithium. Okay? You need to point that out because you're going to see a lot of people diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Okay, that used to be called manic depressive, as in you're really high and then you're really low. Okay, really up and then really down. A lot of people diagnosed with that. Lithium is a very, very, very little medicine used for that. Sometimes it can cause hypothyroidism. Okay, it's extremely rare. I've never actually seen it, but sometimes it can cause it. Okay. Just kind of keep that in mind in case everybody's stumped or something and like that hypothyroidism. It might have been caused with lithium. Okay. Huh? Yeah, it's just like the battery. All right, so where was I going with that? Again, that's kind of hard to actually see in real life anyway, because if somebody has hypothyroidism, they're probably gaining weight, right? And if they're in a depressive state, bipolar, then they, or manic, either way, that whole food thing can go either way. Like Natalie was saying, probably more often if you're depressed, you're not eating because you don't have energy to go get food. On the other hand, some people do the exact opposite, so it's really hard. to figure this one out sometimes. That's something where you'd be like, you know what, let's at least get off the lithium and see what happens. She's not talking loud enough for the background here, she's whispering.
These aren't for medications for hyperthyroid?
Yeah.
TTU definitely is, and it has an iodine.
Does it cause hyperthyroid?
They can cause hypo because you gave them for hyper.
Okay.
But potassium iodine is, that's for hypo. No, it's not. These are all, they're not all for hyperthyroidism, no. Some of them, like PTU. Okay?
So like an over-medicated patient for hyperthyroidism would get hypothyroidism. So if you want to reduce the amount of thyroid hormones that they're creating, and if you overdose them in that medication, it would kind of do the opposite effect then in that case.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay?
Isn't there a supplement where people who
Yes.
aren't like clinically diagnosed, but they're on the cusp of it? I know some people take like pig hormone.
You say pig hormone?
Yes, like a thyroid pig hormone, I believe.
She asked if there is a supplement people can take that don't actually have, which one? Hypo?
It helps with
It helps with
hypothyroidism.
hypo, but they don't actually have hypothyroidism technically?
Yeah, but it's not clinically. It's like,
Sounds like something the nutritionist would probably give.
Yeah.
A naturopath or
Yeah,
something?
naturopath. I've had a PA say that you don't want to be messing with thyroid hormone. Typically with naturopaths, if they just give you something like that, it's not regulated, so you don't know exactly how much you're getting. So that's why with somebody with hypothyroidism, you don't want to go to the naturopath. Even though the benefits might seem really nice that you're getting something else alternative to the thyroid hormone that you have to pay at a pharmacy, you have to realize that a naturopath can't exactly determine how much thyroid hormone they're giving you. Whereas with pharmacists, if you go with a brand name medication for thyroid hormone, they're gonna know exactly, you're gonna get the exact same amount every time. I shouted a PA, he said that he would always try to get their patients to go with a brand as opposed to a generic, because the same thing goes with generic.
yeah.
You don't know exactly how much thyroid hormone, they don't maintain the same kind of, standard of the medication that way. So you always kind of have the risk there where, you can take it, but you don't know how much to take it.
But in order to get it treated, you need to be clinically, like, levels.
You know, again, like you said, that's pretty standard. You don't really want to mess with thyroid hormone. If somebody's right on the cusp of having hypothyroidism, most physicians are probably not going to give thyroid hormone, which is why you might have the desire to go to a naturopath or something. Taking your chances a little bit there. But a lot of times, if you're right on the cusp of this, start looking at things like PCOS, because that may be a problem. Okay?
Then you run the risk of getting into thyroid crisis if you have too much.
Yeah, so things like PCOS, there seems to be where it also gets really close to hypothyroidism, but not quite. So, start looking at some of those things, because that might be an issue too. Okay? Okay, this is again baby stuff. You guys should get this, right? Whole negative feedback loop. I do need to point out though that sometimes even impactful people get a little bit confused about what negative feedback means. Okay? Negative feedback literally means that whatever the problem is, say too much, the solution is doing the opposite, okay, of whatever the problem is. That's fine when the problem is too much and the solution is doing too little, okay? People get confused when the problem is too little and the solution is actually increasing And they're like, well, that's not negative feedback. Yeah, it is, it's doing the opposite. That's what negative feedback means, the opposite, not necessarily downgrading something. Sometimes it's upregulating, okay? So just be careful with that. That is lost, that probably should have been 12 slides back. Okay, and that we already had. Like I said, I was throwing this together really fast.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this one's in the right place, I think, because it's putting together hypo and hyper together. Okay. I don't think there's anything different on here. What's wrong with your everything, yeah?
Dry coarse hair. Maybe that's from dyeing it.
Hey, again, this is why Madeline was saying that providers don't really like messing with thyroid hormones if you can help it. Because this is a lot of stuff to try to track. A lot of stuff to go bad.
Like, why?
Okay? So, quick little thing here. I need to explain, there's some primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay? As the general rule, if you have a problem with a gland that secretes a hormone that does something, okay, that's your primary gland, okay? So for example, the thyroid gland is a primary gland because it secretes T3 and T4, and T3 and T4 actually do something. Like I said, you could have as much TRH and TSH in your blood as you want, it's not gonna make a difference. What does something is T3 and T4, so where that's made is your thyroid. So the thyroid is a primary gland, just like where cortisol is made in the adrenal gland is a primary gland, right? Okay, so primary where it's happening, so if you have hypothyroidism and the problem is a primary problem, as it's happening in the thyroid, your T3 and T4 would be low, okay? Which according to negative feedback, your TRH and TSH would be high, okay? That makes sense. You don't need T3 and T, or TRH and TSH. You need TRH and TSH if you don't have enough T3 and T4 because that's what you need to make more of, okay? You need TRH to make or stimulate TSH, and you need TSH to stimulate T3 and T4 production, okay? Now, if you look at the secondary one, that is one gland removed or upchained. Okay, so secondary hypothyroidism, that means it's caused by the pituitary, which is the gland that feeds the primary gland. Okay, so if your problem is not having enough TSH, what's your T3 and T4 level going to be? Okay, it's going to be low, but that's not a negative feedback thing. That's just, you don't have the materials to make T3 and T4. Okay? Does that make sense? So that's not a negative feedback thing. That's just, I don't have enough of it, so I can't make it. However, if the primary or the secondary hypothyroidism condition, thyroid condition, is that you don't have enough TSH